Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Our distinguished guest, our group chairman, Chief Mrs. Oniketo Akande, CON. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us today. So our Executive Vice Chair, Dr. Tony F. Sani, joining us virtually. Good morning, TFS. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. I'm delighted to be here.
Thank you, TFS. Good morning to our distinguished directors, guests, and everyone present. Thank you for joining us. To kickstart the program, I'll call on Danapo to say the opening prayers.
Good morning, everyone. I'm standing on the existing protocol. We thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the miracle of sleeping and waking up. Thank you for bringing us here, especially. Father, we say be that glorified in the name of Jesus. Amen. Lord, as we go into this event, ask the Lord that you take perfect control in the name of Jesus. Amen. We ask the Lord that let there be a subscription of this fund. Let the heavens over this fund be open in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, King of Jesus.
Amen. Thank you, Danapo, for that prayer. On this note, I would call on Ada, the MD of Emerging Africa Asset Management, to give her opening remarks.
Thank you, Graham. That's my test. So, good morning, distinguished Group Chairman, Chief Mrs. Oniketo Akande, OONCON, our Executive Vice Chair, Dr. Tony F. Sani, who's joined us virtually this morning, Dr. Abiodun Adigbe, Chairman of our Investment Committee, and who's also going to give us a speech or presentation in the course of the event today. Chairman of all our companies, all our other sister companies also present, distinguished directors and other guests, members of the counterparty companies and also transaction parties to this fund. Thank you so much for being present. I also like to recognize the presence of my distinguished colleagues and all our guests and attendees that have joined us online. I'm honored to stand before you today as we embark on a new and exciting journey with the launch of our Halal Fund. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the Board of Directors, the management team, and all our dedicated staff members for their unwavering support and commitment. Your collective efforts have brought us to this very significant milestone. Since our inception in 2019, Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited has consistently demonstrated strong financial performance while adhering to our core impact and regulatory standards. Our journey has been marked by remarkable achievements, including winning the prestigious largest fund manager on FMDQ award at the 2022 FMDQ Gold Awards. We take pride in maintaining a clean slate with no past or ongoing material litigations, regulatory issues, or legal proceedings. As at the end of the 2023 fiscal year, our total assets under management stood at an impressive $20.72 billion, circa $23.02 million across our 4 mutual funds alone. Our track record speaks volumes about our capabilities. Emerging Africa Asset Management has successfully set up and managed several privately managed and closed investment schemes across Nigeria, all regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Our funds have consistently delivered high yield returns, demonstrating our expertise and commitment to all our investors. We are truly thrilled.
Sure.
Just came back. We're just trying to see. Can we muted, please? MSK, you need to mute. Perhaps IT should mute everybody.
Today, we are truly thrilled to introduce our Halal Fund, a Sharia-compliant investment vehicle designed to meet the needs of investors seeking both income generation and capital preservation through ethical investments. This open-ended fund, with an initial size of 1 billion naira, will invest broadly in diversified Sharia-compliant financial instruments with fixed returns, such as FGN sovereign sukuk, sub-sovereign sukuk, corporate sukuks, and asset-backed investments like Ijara, which is a lease investment, Mujaraba, cost plus markup, and Istisna, Salam contracts, which are forward sale contracts. Our goal is to provide a viable investment option that aligns with Islamic principles, ensuring that all our investments are not only ethical, but also profitable. Looking ahead, Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited remains steadfast in its mission to help our customers achieve all their financial goals. Our diverse range of funds ensures that every investor's needs are met, whether they seek short-term gains, long-term stability, or diversified exposure. We're particularly excited about the launch of our Halal Fund, which we believe will open new avenues for growth and prosperity. This Sharia-compliant fund reflects our unwavering commitment to ethical investing, allowing our customers to trust us with managing their investments responsibly and in accordance with their values. We will continue to leverage our expertise and experience to identify high-quality investment opportunities that offer attractive returns. The future therefore holds immense potential, and we're excited. I'm truly excited to explore this opportunity with you. In closing, I would like to once again express my gratitude to everyone who has played a role in making this launch possible. Your hard work and dedication are deeply appreciated. I also encourage all our current and prospective investors to consider the unique benefits of our Halal Fund and other range of funds. By investing with Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited, you are choosing a partner truly committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. Thank you once more for your continued trust and support, and I urge all of us to move forward together, confident in our shared vision for a prosperous future. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Ada. Thank you for that. I will please call on Dr. Adedipe. He's joining us virtually to please give his own presentation. Thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you very much, and a very good morning to you all, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Emerging Africa family, I recognize the group chairman, and thank you for this platform. I will share my slides, just a few of them, and speak to the key issues relating to this very important launch. And let me also mention upfront that I'm standing on the already well-established protocol, by Ada. So I will share my slides and then speak to the key issues in context. Ada has given us what this fund is all about. But mine is to set the context in terms of the economy and, of course, the investment environment. So I therefore, give it the title, Nigeria's Economic Performance and Outlook, which gives us an idea of how we got to where we are since the beginning of the year, and then bring that home to insights about the fund, endorse it, of course, giving us not just for prospective investors. Now, in terms of the context and background, I like always putting this statement before investors and prospective investors. In fact, any economic actor, that we all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. If our choices make us, therefore, it means the choices made must be well reasoned out, not subject to sentiments or feelings, but rather based on facts and figures and the correct interpretation of such, which of course we mean first and foremost the overall context that we talk about, then a particular house you want to also invest with, which now in our instance we are talking about emerging Africa, and then of course look at the products that are offered. We call them commonly offerings, which bring us to the products we are considering today at this launch. So why these products? And then in context of that, what are the alternatives? So why should we go for these rather than the alternatives people commonly talk about or know? Now, equally in this context is to underscore the statement credited to Warren Buffett, who said risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. Of course, is arguably the best investor of all time. And as at beginning of June 2024, that's last month, it was worth $135 billion US in terms of net worth. So if a man will make such statement and knowing his pedigree, then it's something we need to also consider. So the essence of this launch is for us to all come to understanding what we are doing and why we are doing them. Why should it be Emerging Africa? Why should it be the halal funds? But those who seemingly have been excluded from the investment space because of the, let me call it, attributes and of course the various elements or the products in the market. So coming to the Nigerian economy, which is a big environment, I deliberately didn't want to talk about the global, issues, but we know quite well that since the beginning of 2023 till date, the world has been struggling with 8 major disruptions to not only economic activities and also affecting financial flows and investments. But coming home to Nigeria also, we recognize that in the last 1 year, we have had 6 major policy disruptions, as I put them on this particular slide. And indeed, again, we have interpreted this variously in the last 1 year. And my own position on this, and that's what I recommend to the prospects, in terms of investment in these halal funds being launched today. We've done so much analysis and interpretation. In my view, it is about time for us to move beyond that and begin to take positions and to act in order to take advantage of the opportunities within the context. Yes, there are challenges and problems, quite all right, but there are as well opportunities. So where are those opportunities? How do we take advantage of them? Now, on this slide, you see my macroeconomic dashboard for the Nigerian economy, talking about the growth rate in the first box, top left-hand corner. Economic grew at 2.9% first quarter of this year, stronger than 2.31% first quarter of the preceding year, that's 2023. So which points to the likelihood, very strong one, that the Nigerian economy will grow stronger this year than it did in 2023. And there's a possibility also, given this relationship, that to grow faster than what both the World Bank and IMF projected, and probably also beyond what we also saw in BA Consult at the beginning of this year. So in which case, anyone investing in this environment is in context of something that might return a rate much higher than was expected at the beginning of the year. The exchange value of the Naira playing the official vis-a-vis the roadside rate against each other have come to a kind of range of stability. So the rate has more or less stabilized within a certain range. That also helps in terms of planning and taking investment positions. Monetary policy rate at 26.25%, yes, has been a major response to what is happening in the US. Of course, for Nigeria, and I won't go into details of the issue of, what we call capital movements and the rest of them. But just to mention that the rate being ticked up made Naira assets more attractive. And that is where the likes of the halal fund being launched today fall into. They have become more attractive. So in terms of what will come as return to the investor at the end of the day. Of course, external reserves for Nigeria has been growing steadily in the last few months. As of last week, Thursday, 27th of June, it was at $34.14 billion US. If you take the liquid portion of that, that gives almost 10 months cover, which is quite comfortable when you are looking at what we call exchange rate economics. Then look at the stock market in Nigeria, market capitalization, then the stock index. If the portfolio you own mimics the performance of the stock market in Nigeria, your year-to-date return would have been 33.81% if it mimics that market, which is quite strong. Now, all of this put together, the price of oil, and of course, even capital importation significantly increased the first quarter of this year. So all of these are pointers to an economy that has turned the corner and is moving now from a new equilibrium established. What I have on this slide is a summary of the pattern with the stock market in the last 1 year. Again, it shows clearly an environment where return investment has kept improving. So now, looking forward, why should you invest in this environment that is talking about Nigeria as the environment now? These are some of what I call the expected growth drivers. Okay, the population is large, is a consuming one, very young, urbanization is rapid, and of course, deepening internet penetration, tele-density also well above 100%, exchange rates differently expected at various levels by different stakeholders. But of course, like I just said, stabilized at a very, within a range that enables us to plan and also invest going forward. I've talked about the interest rates. I mean, of course, the major reason we've moved up that way is because the central bank wanted to respond to the high rate of inflation, which is still a challenge anyway. Treasury bills, again, look at that as an alternative. But you notice that most of the instruments we are talking about are indexed to the rate of interest, which of course is why it excluded some category of investors in the market, which is what the product being launched today is answering to. So looking forward, therefore, as I said earlier on, these are the various expected growth rate of the Nigerian economy. World Bank IMF at 3.3%. When our own company did it as at April, we're still looking at 3.47%. Well, the data for first quarter that has come out, an expectation of second quarter as well, we may see a revision of this rate by these three, entities to a much higher level. So as then we put it all together this way, that's why I put it this way, putting it all together. What do we take from here? Now the Nigerian economy is in the reset mode, and therefore personal priorities should also be reset. Okay? Now, government has promised business-friendly policies, and as we speak, they are still working hard at it. So most of the arguments and advocacy going on currently is to advocate for cut in the cost of governance, and that government should also lead the buy made in Nigeria, in which case we should also do the same in our personal spaces. Now, let me connect that to our conversation this morning, and I will use an example international. Now, we see many challenges that we face in Nigeria happening all around the world. But one of the major issues is that in dealing with the rate of inflation higher than the target set for itself by the Fed in the US, the Fed has been raising policy rates, all right, which we take as a reference here, the rate on the 10-year treasury bond in the US. But at some point, as the Fed was raising rates, other countries discovered that investments were migrating from their own economies to the US, that is to dollar-denominated instruments. And so you now find that in responding to that, central banks, reserve banks all around the world have been pushing in the direction of let's also mark up our own policy rate so that we won't lose more investment funds to the US market. In particular, this has been the headache for Japan, all right? So the question now for us is that investors that will respond that way are looking at interest rates tagged assets. But where halal comes in is that it is not tagged to interest rates. And that is why I put it here that in order for us to join hands together and reverse the dollarization of the Nigerian economy, that, in my own interpretation, is what Emerging Africa has done by bringing this option up for those who ordinarily will look at the space and find that we have limited options to invest in. And that means for every one of us who is interested in taking advantage of opportunities and not keep focusing on the challenges in the economy, we must look beyond now into the future. And that future holds positive promises that, in fact, in our own estimation, BA Council will start to unfold rapidly in the next 1 year, that is in 2025. So which then means that taking a position in the Emerging Africa Halal Fund is a smart way to do that. That is to take a position that looks at the future rather than today. So what I've done then is to close this by saying that if anyone is risk averse in turbulent times, that person or entity is likely to grow below its potential. And that is the option offered by Emerging Africa Halal Fund, that one thing is a choice. We can choose to look at challenges and turbulence all over the world, and even within this investment space, and get paralyzed. But we can rather look at opportunities and then get energized, and therefore put ourselves in a position to grow beyond our potential. So on that note, I want to say a very big thank you. I put charts and of course interpretation in the addendum so that those who are attendees here can have these more details of what I've presented. So thank you so very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for that lovely presentation. I'd like to please call on our group chairman to see if you have remarks. Please, ma'am.
The Executive Vice Chair, Dr. Tony Sonny, members of the board, Mrs. Ada Ijara, MD Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited, Chief Consultant, Dr. Kyogo Adedipe. It's always a pleasure to listen to you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the vigilant press. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this momentous occasion, the launch of our new Halal Fund. I would like to begin by extending my sincere gratitude to our members of the board of directors, management team, and dedicated staff members. Your tireless efforts and unwavering dedication have made this achievement possible. Since its inception in 2019, Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited, EAAML, has established a strong track record of financial excellence and adherence to regulatory standards. We have reached significant milestones, including being recognized as the largest fund manager on FMDQ at the 2022 FMDQ Gold Awards. I'm just going to tell you that you can be moved to clap again. Okay. Our assets under management have grown substantially, and we have continued to deliver exceptional returns for our investors. Our success is built on a foundation of integrity, innovation, and a commitment to meeting the diverse needs of our clients. EAAML has managed to thrive and excel in a competitive market, maintaining a spotless record and earning the trust of our investors. Please clap. Today we are proud to introduce the Halal Fund, a Sharia-compliant investment vehicle designed to cater to the ethical and financial needs of our investors. This fund is a testament to our commitment to providing investment solutions that align with our investors' principles, ensuring that our clients can invest with confidence and peace. I'm confident that the Halal Fund will open new avenues for growth and prosperity, offering attractive returns while adhering to the highest ethical standards. This fund is not just an investment opportunity, it is a reflection of our dedication to responsible and sustainable investing. In closing, I want to once again express my heartfelt appreciation to everyone who has played a role in making this launch possible. Your hard work and dedication are deeply valued. Thank you for your continued trust and support. Together, let us embark on the journey toward a prosperous future, confident in our shared vision and commitment to excellence. I thank you all for your time.
Thank you very much, Master. I'd like to please call on our Group Executive Director, Malam Mahmoud Shaibu, to please give his own remarks.
Good morning, everyone. The group chairperson, the executive vice chairman, Dr. Toyin Sani, our prospective clients, our esteemed directors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's with a great pleasure that I welcome you all to the launch of the Halal Fund today. Today, as we embark on a significant journey in ethical and Sharia compliance investment, and I am highly delighted to share this special occasion with you, all of you. Firstly, I send my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed guests, the esteemed directors, the management team, our partners and stakeholders. Your presence here today reflects a shared commitment to fostering a financial landscape that upholds the highest ethical standard and the principle of Islamic finance. The Halal Fund represents more than just an investment opportunity. It embodies our dedication to offering inclusive financial products to all that will align with our client values while aiming to maximize their returns. This fund allows investors to grow their wealth without compromising their ethical principles of life. Our path to this launch has been guided by the tenet of Islamic finance, that Sharia, which prioritize fairness, ownership, equity, and societal well-being. The Halal Fund has been meticulously crafted by our experienced professionals in close collaboration with key stakeholders to ensure that it meets the highest standard of Sharia compliance in the country. Our proven track record in fund management is a testament to our financial excellence, with significant growth in assets under management across all our existing funds and numerous awards highlighting our expertise. Our team has dedicated considerable effort to developing this fund, and we invite you all to join us on this journey toward financial prosperity. We believe the Halal Fund will play a crucial role in promoting financial inclusions, empowering individuals and communities to achieve their financial goals while adhering to their ethical values. Thank you once again for your support and presence. Let us all embark on this journey together and make a positive impact in the world of finance. Thank you very much. You are most welcome.
Thank you so much. I'd like to call on the representatives from RMB. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Regina, and in the capacity of RMB Nigeria, being custodians to the Emerging African Group for over 5 years now. We have a beautiful relationship and standing on all protocols. Good morning, ma'am, Madam Chairman, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's a profound opportunity to be here today, the launch of the Emerging Africa Halal Fund. We've known Emerging Africa, we've been partners with Emerging Africa for over 5 years, and within this period, we've seen Emerging Africa demonstrate top-notch investment ideologies and opportunities to the investors. This does not come as a surprise because Emerging Africa as a group has combined years of financial experience of over 80 years, and it cuts across all diverse systems of the financial institution in Nigeria. We've seen them grow from the launch of 4 funds successfully, and it's ever growing, and they also manage their private fund. We've seen exemplary skills in investment ideas and also technology. I mean, there's a deep fund of technological growth, and that's because Emerging Africa strives to be on the global front page, and they want to be able to provide their clients with top-notch global opportunities in terms of investments. Emerging Africa Halal Fund, it's another beautiful addition to the bouquet of investment opportunities that Emerging Africa has at the moment. It has just made Emerging Africa a hub for investment, where you can come in and meet all your investment ideologies and needs as it may be. Very, very glad opportunity and also for this launch. We know that it's going to be a successful journey, and we speak to the public to join Emerging Africa as the launch list and also subscribe to the fund. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'd like to call on Mr. Akin Oni from STL Trustees. They are also sorry, trustees to the fund. They are also the trustees to the fund.
The group chairman and the Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited. That is third of the existing board. My name is Akin Oni, and I represent the Trustees. We are the trustee to the fund. And that fund is actually not that common in Nigeria. It started a couple of years ago, and it is a specialized fund that tends to invest in halal-compliant products. And coming up with a halal fund by Emerging Africa, we have seen the capacity and the professionalism of the asset managers, and that is all it takes for people to be interested in your products. We know Emerging Africa is capable to manage this fund, and our role as trustees is to be the watchdog to ensure that the asset managers do what is right at every point in time. Halal fund is different from ethical fund. Before now, those two funds were mixed together and they were used interchangeably. But the SEC has come out with the rules governing halal funds. And not only that the trustees will be monitoring, we also have the Sharia advisor that issues annual compliance certificates to the asset manager. So these are all the things that, these are all the things that we've been looking out for, and also discharging our duties to ensure that the funds are well managed. As trustees, we become the eyes and the ears of all the investors, because once the fund is created, we become the owner. So as trustees, we'll take ownership of the fund, we'll ensure that the fund manager does what is right, we'll ensure that all the returns are filed, and we encourage the asset manager to build up the fund and make it one of the best in the industry. So we believe the asset manager, the Emerging Africa, is capable to do this. And in a very short while, we want to believe that that 1 billion naira they want to go back to SEC to register.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to call on the non-executive director of Emerging Africa Asset Management, Dr. Lukman Adam, to please give his remark and endorsement for the project.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The chairman, the Emerging African family, let me put it this way, the vice chairman and chief executive, our own enigmatic Dr. Sani. Ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on existing protocol as indicated by Dr. Adedipe, following what Ms. Ada did. I'm very delighted to be here, to be part of this epoch-making event. I mean, it's an event that gives us joy and options, both as people on board and as customers of this organization, and as somebody who will always want to go to the world and say, Emerging African Group is doing great, let's go together. Halal Fund offers people options. Human beings by nature, like Dr. David taught us in school, we always want to make different choices. They do not like to be cornered. When you have just one prayer in life, then there is a big problem indeed. People always want to pray for many things. So this is offering our friends, our customers, and associates options to say, if I'm not investing in this, I'm investing in that. I can confidently endorse this because I know of the capacity of the group, the the Emerging African Group. And I know we'll make a success of this as we have made of other offerings, or of, like Professor Didi will call it, other products, like some people will call it. I know we'll make a success of it. And I know, like the last speaker has said, that very soon we shall be going back to SEC to say we want to expand this fund. I'm glad again to be here and to be part of this history, and I wish everybody the very best of the moments. And as always, goodbye.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to call on our auditors to please give on their own remarks for the fund.
Good morning, ma'am. Yeah, I stand on the existing protocol. I want to congratulate the Vice Chairman, Dr. TFS. I congratulate Ada and her team for the successful launching of this fund. My name is Florence. I work for Courage Partners. We have been the auditors to the existing 4 funds from inception to date. And we can confirm what Ada said, that the fund has been growing tremendously in the market and is performing very well. And we don't have any doubts in our mind that the growth of the fund is necessitated by the expertise of the fund managers and our team. So we are glad that we are part of it, of the success story. We recommend the fund all well-meaning investors. Once again, we say congratulations.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for that. It's Q&A session. We have quite a number of questions in the Q&A box. So, Ada, would you like to take them? The questions.
You just read them out.
Okay, so whilst we're waiting for the questions to come up, I'd like to please call on Mrs. Ogogo Osola, to please give her own remarks and just to endorse the fund.
Thank you very much, Kim. Sorry, I can't put on my camera. I'm in a bit of a noisy place, but I would like to congratulate Emerging Africa Asset Management for always being forward-thinking to look at options that would meet needs that are not currently being met with our existing portfolio. I am not only a director, but I'm also a very happy investor in Emerging Africa, because when I look at the returns on my investments with Emerging Africa, it supersedes what I have with other places. So I definitely endorse this halal fund. And I say any investor that is looking at good returns in a very highly professional environment with high integrity should be investing with Emerging Africa Asset Management. So congratulations, Ada and team, for bringing out another good one. We look forward to participating in this investment as well. Well done, team. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'd like to please call on Madam Zachary Abubakar to please give his own comment and please endorse the fund. He's joining us online. Hello, sir, can you hear me? Okay. IT, please display the questions. Okay. Whilst we're waiting.
Hello?
Okay, thank you, sir, for joining us. Please go ahead.
Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
Yes, good afternoon or good morning all. Unfortunately, I cannot put on the video. I'm in an unusual environment, but I like to say kudos to Emerging Africa for this product. I have been associated with the company for upwards of a decade now, and most of the key persons there for almost 15 years. They are very professional, and like the last endorser, I'm also have an interest in investments in the company and its products, and I have seen a lot of professionalism on its part, particularly in terms of regulatory compliance and the like. Congratulations, EVC. Congratulations, the ED. Those of us here in Abuja are proud of you. Keep on the good work.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to please call on Mrs. Flores from First Registrars to please endorse the fund. Ma'am, sorry, apologies. Mrs. Fatima from First Registrars.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chairman. It's part of the existing protocol. It's a pleasure and honor to be here and then to represent my company. And we congratulate Emerging Africa for this success launch of Halal Fund. It's a very beautiful one, and we wish you success all the way. Thank you.
I'd like to please call on Mr. Kasim Jibril to please endorse the fund. Whilst we're waiting for Mr. Kasim, the questions are on the screen. Okay, so Ada, please, would like you to take some of the questions on the chat box.
Could you read them out?
Okay, so it's just one question again.
Okay, so this question is from Bumi Akinremi. So what is the prognosis for how the Nigerian economy will look in the next 2 to 3 years? Should this question be for Dr. Adedipe? Yeah, should be for Dr. Adedipe.
Okay. Please, Dr. Adedipe, can you kindly help us answer the question?
Dr. Adedipe.
May I have the question again?
Okay, I'll read the question, sir. So Mr. Bumi Akinremi would like to know, what is the prognosis for how the Nigerian economy will look in the next 2 to 3 years? He's also asked that what indicators will we focus on to track the economy's progress and confirm the Emerging Africa Group's investment thesis? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so very much. First and foremost, he will get my slide deck, I'm sure, if his contact is with Emerging Africa. So there's a lot of data and information I have in the addendum. But essentially, if you look at the next 2 to 3 years, there are the prognosis depends on what some of us in that space do. You see that in reports issued by the World Bank, the IMF, and of course, what some of us also do here locally. But as it were, the projection is that we expect this economy to grow, like I said in my presentation, stronger than what we had last year. As at the last expectation that we had, we projected 3.47% for this year. But what has happened between January and June, the first half year, we lead into an uptick in that expectation. So as we speak right now, we are looking at 3.7% growth this year. Then on the back of that also, going to 2025, 26 and 27, as you asked, we see a growth rate that is faster than 3.7 in the next 3 years. So which means Nigerian economy will expand. And it's on the grounds of what? If you look at the trend line in one of the charts in my presentation, which is the addendum, it shows that the economy has been growing steadily in the last 8 years, in actual fact. When you look at 2017 to date, the Nigerian economy has been growing steadily. The trend line is upwards, which means we expect it to continue upwards in the light of the reforms that have been done now. Then when you look at the history of the economy itself, from 1960, independence till date, you find that the only period we had strong growth was when we reformed the economy between 2000 and 2010. When you look at every 10-year interval since independence. So what that also posts is that with the reforms happening now, we may see a repeat of what we had during 2001 and 2010. Which means the economy over the next 5 years, we expect will grow very strongly as we had between 2001 and 2007. So if that plays out as we expect, then you have an environment where it makes a whole lot of investment sense to look very closely at the diverse options of products and offerings of Emerging Africa, and then take a position there. And why do I say that? Because Emerging Africa has also very strong competence in understanding the terrain and therefore offering advice and also making choices in terms of asset allocation to ensure that their investors get the best return for their investments with the house. So that will be my response, but you get more details of this in my slide deck. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to please call on Muhammadu Bello, Chairman, Emerging Africa Advisory, to please endorse the fund and just give his own remarks.
Good morning, my good brothers and sisters. I sent a message before because I think the network is very poor where I am. But I think, let me also just relay the message sent. It's a big congratulations to all for this very big initiative, very timely initiative. I'm sure it will address the concern of a good number of investors with huge investable funds lying fallow because of some probably religious concerns of theirs. I'm sure this is a very good answer to most of their worries. But what is more important now is for us to create the needed awareness. There must be aggressive marketing. Let people be aware that this product is here and it addresses their concern. That is very, very key. Congratulations once more to all the team, the Emerging Africa family, and even the good friends of that big family. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to please call on Malam Zakaria Abubakar to please endorse the fund and the immediate past HSC of Niger State to please endorse the fund and give immediate past HCF. Oh, HCF of Niger State. Sorry, apologies, sir. Please endorse the fund. Thank you.
Hello and good morning once again to everyone. I think I spoke earlier when called upon. It's been a very fruitful journey with the Emerging Africa family. They have what it takes to manage a fund, what it takes even to put together the plan for a fund and actually execute. We, as quote unquote consumers of your products, like the last speaker said, are very anxious to see variety in your offering. And in this, you have met that desire of ours. I therefore fully endorse this fund and recommend it to all and sundry to the glory of God Almighty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to please call on Barrister Giwa, the principal partner of SOQ Chambers, to please endorse the fund.
Good day, everybody. I also stand on existing protocol. As a friend of an Emerging African group for so many years now, I believe this option gives alternatives to those who, for some ethical reasons, may not want to invest in general investment. But bringing out this fund is most welcome, We appreciate the management team, the board and the management, and we want to endorse this thing to the growth of Nigerian economy as compounded by our dear brother, Dr. Adidikwe. Wish the Emerging Africa the best growth in the years to come. Thank you very much. Emerging Africa, bravo.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to please take comments from our distinguished guests that are present here and that are also joining us online. So if you're online, please indicate by just raising up your hands and then you'll be unmuted to speak. Well, I'll start from our distinguished guests present.
Thank you very much. My name is Olu Sayadeli. I'm glad to be here, and I'd like to congratulate our dear chairman and the executive vice chairman as well, Dr. Tony. I'm proud of Emerging Africa Asset Management for only bringing our products at the right time. I remember when the 4 funds were launched, it was just almost out of COVID, and it provided a platform for people to actually choose a better platform to put their investment, and also at such a time that Nigerian economy is being reset, a product like this coming out actually gives confidence to investors that there are platforms through which they could actually put their investment. And as said by Dr. Abiodun, that yes, the opportunities are there. Either we choose the opportunities or we choose the other side of it. And I'd like to say a big thank you. Yes, we are part of those other funds, and I would like to say to you that we will invest in this, and not only invest, we will also, as partners, bring investors in the government.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Ken, do you want to go next?
It's been wonderful. I joined the Emerging Africa group early this year, and I would say I'm a retail banker, and coming to investment banking is a different ballgame, and it's quite interesting. I mean, the sources of all the products from asset management group, and then coming out with this Halal Fund. I'm super excited about it. I put it on all my platforms, and people are already asking questions. What is it that you guys are doing again? And from what everybody has said about the great returns of most of our products and all our funds means our people are putting a very good job in managing the fund, doing research, putting our money where it's supposed to be to actually give good returns. Well done, the asset management group of the Emerging Africa group, the whole team. Well done, and thank you, Ada, for leading the team so well. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, afternoon, everyone. I'm Demola Shapeju. I'm coming in from the US. It's my first time to the new facility, and it's been great to see the work I've been hearing about for so long. To be here in person and to join you guys. So I would like to applaud everyone on the hard work as well, and to have a halal fund, which we're probably more familiar with kosher funds, so I guess it's along the same line. It's a great thing, a great opportunity to show, I guess, Nigerians that everyone is included in something like this, just to echo what everyone else has been saying. So I guess congratulations, everyone. I'm very happy to be here and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to take comments, remarks from those joining us online. So you can please unmute yourself if you'd like to speak.
If I may speak, Lucien has put a question online. So Mr. Lucien Molina is our director.
Thank you, Tiafas. I'll take this question now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Would you like me to ask the question, or will you read it out?
It's fine. Since you're...
Sure. Thank you for taking the question. My question is this: first of all, if I just could say thank you to everyone who has presented. It's a very exciting opportunity, and I'm just delighted to see it moving forward. I was wondering if you could please expand on the underlying asset composition that you have in mind. In other words, just a bit more about the type of Sharia-compliant investments and instruments in which the fund will invest. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucien, for that question. So I mentioned in my remarks regarding the underlying assets that will be invested in, for the fund. As already mentioned, it's an open-ended fund. The initial fund size is 1 billion naira. We will be investing broadly in diversified Sharia-compliant financial instruments that have fixed returns, such as FGN sovereign sukuk, sub-sovereign sukuks, corporate sukuks, and other asset-backed investments, such as the Jara, the leasing products, Mudaraba, which is a cost plus markup, and then the Istisna or Salam contract, which is a forward sale contracts. So those would essentially form the underlying assets for the fund. I hope that answers your question, sir.
It does. Thank you very much, Ada. If I may, I had a second part to the question, which may be of interest to some others online. Do you have plans to market the fund outside of Nigeria?
Oh, absolutely, sir. And just to mention that even on all our other existing funds, we do have interest and subscriptions from Nigerians in diaspora. And so this fund will not be exempted from that process as well. We intend to start a series of webinars. We're working currently with Nigerians in diaspora with a company in the US. And they're helping us put together a series of webinars, which will then run in conjunction with our trustees and sister company. And the halal product is one of the topics that will be dwelt on significantly in the course of the series of webinars. So we are very much interested in getting sign-ons from Nigerians in diaspora. I'd also like to mention that we do have an app, the Emerging World app, which you can download on the App Store. And that app enables you also invest on the go. So once you have an account, a Nigerian account, I have to add. Once you have a Nigerian account for the Naira investments, that's what I mean. You're then able to invest in the fund. You can actually be onboarded, submit all your KYC documentation online, and start making your subscriptions. You can also send your liquidation or your redemption requests, and you can also view the performance of the fund from the comfort of your phone. So those are part of the plans that we have for marketing the halal fund as well as our other funds. So it's just going to go. It'll just be plug and play with what we're currently doing for all our other funds as well. Use the app. But the webinars will speak to educating the investing public so that they know exactly what the benefits will be if they do decide to come on board. Thank you, Lucien.
Thank you, Ada. Thank you for that. If there's any way we can support here in the UK, please don't hesitate to let us know.
Thank you.
Malam Kazim, can you speak now?
Hello.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very, very excited and happy to be here. And I think the Halal Fund is a very, very good investment window for everyone, especially for people that want to invest in halal businesses. And I think I will also request, if possible, if there will be a kind of written document, like a flyer that can be forwarded to me. I think I can also champion this product because I like it very much and I really appreciate and happy. I'm also happy to be here. So I think based on those things that I discussed and everything, I think I'm endorsing this product. And congratulations once again. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I can see Mrs. Cecilia's Madupe's hands up. Please. Madupe, please. Please, ma'am, please go ahead.
Everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I can't put my video on. I'm pleased to be here. I have infinite confidence in my team, both the staff, management, and the board. I know that this is going to be very successful. It's going to be a replication of the good work that we have been doing thus far with respect to every investment portfolio that we have. So kudos, congratulations, Ada. I look forward to seeing you exceed everybody's expectations. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Chair. I'm only clapping for our chairperson.
I'd like to please call on Mr. Shari'ah to please speak.
Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. It's indeed a very exciting day. And I want to say a big congratulations to everyone involved in putting this together. And also to say thank you to everyone here present. Thanks for the support and the encouragement. Ada, sometimes when we grow, we are usually the last to know, while others are seeing us as we're growing, you know. So in terms of marketing this product, I think the prospects are actually much bigger than just the Nigerians in diaspora. The opportunities out there. Nigeria is actually, hopefully, the economy will begin to rebound and probably grow more robustly in the coming months and years. And all the investment funds that have left the shores of Nigeria have the capacity to return. And when they return, the entire economy would most likely benefit from it. And I don't expect your funds to be an exception. Therefore, we should actually be intentional, very, very deliberate and intentional around marketing these products beyond Nigerians in diaspora. And it should start, marketing should start from our mind. We should remove that perception in our mindset that the fund should be open to only Nigerians in diaspora. They should actually be open to the entire international investment community. And therefore, that should be one of the things we should have in mind. We should organize roadshows and things like that. We should advertise it in such a way that it would go around the globe. And I believe that the potentials are there for us to make very good businesses. I mean, from that. So please, that is my own little advice, and I want to say thank you and God bless again to the team and to everyone who is supporting and who is here. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. I'd like to please call on Mr. Hassan, our Sharia advisor from Bora Capital.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Hassan. We can hear you.
All right. First, my apologies. I was having difficulty trying to call. I think there are so many people on the call. And congratulations, Ada and the team for this feat. It took that long, but it is worthwhile given all our efforts to ensure that this instrument is available for the investing public. My wish is that more and more of these type of instruments will be made available. First, to diversify our various offerings and ensure also financial inclusion, which I think I have to commend the team for giving all they can in spite of the very much delays that we experienced getting this being the first time. And I hope that this fund will grow in leaps and bounds. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to please call on Haja Humani to please give her comment.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Francisca Ibuanugo from the Metropolitan Law Firm. Apologies. I think Ms. Man is having a problem with her network. She's having network issues. So I'll just speak on behalf of the Metropolitan Law Firm. Thank you very much, Emerging African Group, for giving us an opportunity to be part of this Halal Fund. And I just want to say congratulations to Emerging Africa Group, Miss Ada, and the entire team of this transaction. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. This is Omahai.
We can hear you, Ajia. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Omahani. Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for giving us this opportunity, first of all. And then thank you again for expanding the community for Sharia-compliant transaction. And I'm sure that this is not going to be the last. This is the beginning. And I'm hoping that this will be a very good thing for the market, especially that I've had one or two people mentioned investments, people leaving Nigeria, people coming back to Nigeria. This is a pathway for Sharia compliant products. And I'm very happy, we're very excited for this. And we feel honored and privileged that we are part of the team that is propelling this in the Nigerian investing community. Thank you very much, Emerging Africa. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'd like to please call on Chukwuemeka Anazodo, our Group CFO, to please give the closing remarks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your time today. On behalf of the board, the management and staff of Emerging Africa Group, I want to thank our directors online and those that joined us virtually from various time zones. I want to thank our group chair for always supporting us, always being here for us. Thank you very much, Ada, for the launch of this product. And we believe that what we've heard today would receive inflows in excess of $1 billion. On behalf of our executive vice chair, who is joining us virtually, Thank you all once again, and I wish you all safe returns back.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Emeka. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We understand that you have like a very busy schedule, and we'll wrap up this as fast as possible. Right now we have refreshments for you. Very light and interesting refreshments. So please stay back and enjoy it. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us. We appreciate you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks for the opportunity today. The Halal Fund is not today. Before the end of the day, we are testing your aim to achieve the goal of that. Thank you for wonderful things you've been doing to the book. Grateful to you that you guide us and always lead us to our purpose. This is why I want to keep.
Thank you.